What's up, people? Of course, here coming at you with another Roco video. Today, I want to talk about Chaac and this idea that people are saying that he needs a buff. Now, I struggle with Chaac a lot, and I've known about this video for probably like a week and a half, right? Because people were talking about this. I can't justify like giving this character a buff, but at the same time, I acknowledge that Chaac is very much a mid-tier type of rogue. If you look at any of the YouTubers, anybody in the chat, anybody who's talking about him, they're saying that he's like a B-tier rogue, right? He's not bad, but he's definitely not great by any means. So with that being said though, how can you really buff this man without making him completely broken? So let's go ahead and start off with talking about his weapons, right? Now, his SMG isn't bad at all. It's not as good as, let's say, Ronin's SMG, but it isn't bad, right? At range, it actually does pretty good. It can really shred some people down. Solid SMG, in my opinion. Now, his shotgun is also a pretty good weapon. Like his shotgun, it can one-tap you, right? The Skull 6 and the Arbitrator, they're two of the shotguns that can one-tap. Now, if you put him in the right position, he can be a great defender. He can hold some points down pretty good. So I can't think of like needing to change his weapons in any which way or form. I think his weapons are balanced, in my opinion. Now, if we take a look at his ability though, his ability is interesting because he has the ability to basically overheal or to res himself. I see more people use it for the overheal nowadays. It used to be a lot of people would save it for when they got down, but now I see a lot of people using it as an actual overheal, right? They use it to like push in on people, which is all fine. My thing is, I don't think there's a way to really buff that to make it a lot better. The only thing I can see them doing is taking away that 1.5 seconds or so that you can't do anything, because when he starts to charge up and overheal, like he flexes and does this ridiculous stuff where he's basically defenseless for that time. And I know people are like, oh, it's a second, it's not a big deal, but in this game it can be a big deal, right? A second might be enough time for somebody to get a head dink on you, and then that puts you at a severe disadvantage in that fight, right? You're going in there half health depending on what gun you're going against. So I think if they can fix that, that would be like a buff for him that I think would be effective, that wouldn't necessarily like throw him over the edge, right? And then the fact that he has the ability to roll around and stuff like that, that's fine. That's not anything crazy, right? I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. Now, the other thing that's interesting about Chaac, and this is my real fear with giving him some type of buff, right? Especially if they don't do it correctly. Look at his perks. Chaac has, I'm only gonna look at two because they're the two that matters. He has Replenish and he has Life Drain. The rest of his perks are whatever. Replenish and Life Drain together are so nasty, right? That basically means when he's shooting and he downs somebody, not only does he get health back, but he also gets his clip completely back, right? For the shotgun or the SMG, that can be devastating. Like a good Chaac can drop a ton of kills, especially against, you know, newer players right now, right? Because every week we have more and more new players coming in. So I mean, you know, when it comes to pub stomping, I think the only person that does it better than Chaac is maybe Lancer. Now, a couple of more smaller things to look at as well is just look at his gadgets. Like he has the Semtex grenade, which I've come to appreciate over the last couple of weeks. It's really powerful, and I think some people may sleep on that one a little bit. Like I think they underestimate how powerful it can be, especially if you get these people who can get those sticks, right? Like it's a nasty grenade. And then he also has the flash grenade as another one. And if you're playing with a Chaac who is actually using his comms and not raging out and can, you know, actually coordinate with the team, I mean, that could be devastating, right? Because imagine being blind for 3 seconds against a coordinated team, right? Even if it's just a single person, it can be hard, but against a coordinated team, I mean, that can be a game-changing type of event right there. So I'm trying to figure out how you go ahead and you buff Chaac in a way that doesn't take him from a mid-tier type of rogue to a very broken type of rogue. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm struggling. So this is the part where I'm about to call out some of the Chaac mains, some of the people who've put in, you know, 30, 40, 50 hours with Chaac already. What do they need to do to make this man competitive in rank? Because I think that's what people are talking about. They're not talking about strikeout or just playing some casual demolition. They're talking about at the top tier level, at a high level, people don't put Chaac like in their four-man comp, right? Nobody's putting comp or Chaac in that team type of composition. You get Ronin, you get Dima, you may even see Scorching every once in a while, but you'll get a lot of Talons. You may even see Vi. You may even see who else? You may even see Dallas. But Chaac definitely doesn't make that at all. I mean, Saint's going to be in there. So what do we need to do, or what do the development team need to do in order to make Chaac viable for that high level of play without making him busted as well? And that's a hard balance, but maybe you guys can figure that out in a way that I can't, because I can't see it yet. Now, with that being said, people, I know this month we're supposed to be getting ranked. I saw some of you asking me in the comment section if we had any type of actual date. And as far as I know, we don't have a date, but I know that there's a big update at the end of the month. And we are supposed to be getting ranked, obviously, but we're also supposed to be getting a new rogue to be playing at some point this month. So one of those two events is going to happen, right, first. And I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be, but I'm hoping that the new rogue comes out before ranked, because I really want to have somebody new to play and, you know, record on as well, obviously. But it would be cool to get a new rogue in here so we can kind of see how they fit into this meta right now before we even get into the ranked system. But my point in saying this is that I'm going to keep you guys up to date once I figure out when exactly this ranked and rogue are supposed to be coming out. So I'll keep you guys informed on that. For the people who sent me videos, I've been having a hard time getting them to like match the format for Premiere Pro or something. So I need to figure out what I need to do to like convert these videos over, or I may need to have you like send them to like a certain type of website that'll have you put them in a certain file type. So yeah, this is my first time trying to do something like this, so have some grace with me, and I will have it figured out here pretty soon. And if I can't do it this way, I'll have you guys send it to like another website. I was doing some research, and I was looking at some ways that people are getting content sent to them that seems to be effective for making like montages and just little videos for people in the community. So I'm gonna get that figured out hopefully in the next week or so here, and then I'll let you guys know. People, as always, I want to thank you for taking the time and watching this video. Make sure to put down in the comment section what you think about Chaac and the state that he's in right now. Do you think he needs some type of buff? Do you think he needs a nerf? I highly doubt any of you will feel that. But yeah, let me know what you think about him, because I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. If you haven't done so already, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe for daily Roco content, and if you are going to buy anything from the item shop, consider using supporter creator code ORSACOURSE1. It's in the link in my description. I appreciate anybody who's using the code. Thank you for the people who have already typed it in. People, this is ORSACOURSE. We'll see you in the next video or live stream. Peace, 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 peace.